Hi everybody, my name's Emma, and sorry if the lighting looks really bad. It's literally like yellow right now, a little bit of like orange tint. Our air pollution is really bad right now, like it's over 170, which isn't good because I literally opened outside because I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I couldn't breathe. So, by the way, I'm Canadian, so this is like a first for me. East Coast, by the way, not West Coast. I know they experience like wildfires all the time and stuff. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why the pollution's so bad, but here we are. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about, today I'm going to rank my crushes. I know, it's kind of crazy considering that, you know, if you know me, you know my type, which is decaying, withered old men. So we're going to be ranking them all today. I really hope this video doesn't get popular. I mean, if it does, I guess it's kind of good because I get money from it or whatever if I do get monetized, but like, there's a chance that like people I know could see it, and I don't know about that. Well, I guess it's actually not too bad because if it's people I know, then it's like whatever. But I mean, like, you know, like old classmates and stuff like that. Like, not really friends, because like my friends and family know, but it's like, do I really want like my old teachers or something stumbling upon this and like thinking to themselves, oh, yeah, that's totally her. Yeah, she's always been a weirdo, you know? And it's just like, I don't know. This is my first video. My name is Emma. You know, hi. But I also have nicknames too. Like, a lot of people call me Annie. I actually really like that nickname because my best friend used to call me that back in like grade 3 or something like that. And it's really stuck with me ever since. So yeah, you can call me whichever, I don't really care. Or if like we want to make up a nickname, we could do that. Yeah. So anyway, let's get started. So before we start, actually, let me give you a preface. First, we're going to start with how it started. Okay, how I started liking these older men. And then we're gonna go into my crushes individually, and we're each gonna tell them some like traits, I guess, that I liked about them. And, you know, how it, I guess, came to be. And then at the end, I'll show like my final rankings and stuff like that. And if you disagree, that's fine. If you want to, even in the comments, you know, put your own rankings of what you think they should be at with the same people, that's fine too. But yeah, so I'm going to kind of get into, in this next bit, how I started liking older men and, you know, how long it's been, because it's been a while, okay? So, yeah. So, where did it start? I'm going to take you all back to the year 2015. I was just turned 7, because this was in December, you know, my birthday's in October. And I witnessed, for the first time in my life, the first out of 3 Star Wars sequels. When I was in the theaters, I did not realize the storm that was about to happen when I sat down and I saw Kylo Ren unmask himself for the very first time to see Adam Driver's beautiful face in front of me. I was like, oh my god. I had like almost like a spiritual awakening that day. But here's the thing. I know what you're saying. Emma, it's only one-time crush. How does it become a pattern? See, I didn't even know this at the time either. I thought it was a one-time thing too, because before, I was liking twinks. Like, straight up. Like, they were twinks. And my examples are James from Team Rocket, from Pokemon. Talk about a twink there, okay? And then Night Ninja from PJ Masks. So, I know ball when it comes to, you know, liking twinks. Just like the rest of you. So when I got converted into the Dilfism, I guess, I don't really know what to call it, the Dilf universe, the old man saga or whatever, I did not think a single thing, because I thought it's a one-time crush. It's a one-off time crush that's never gonna flourish into anything more. It's just there. But then, Chris Evans rolled along. Because I saw the Avengers, and I was like, whoa, yeah, well, this guy's kind of cute too. Keep in mind, at first, I never liked any men with facial hair. I was still into the, you know, like, youthfulness of them, despite them being much older. So I didn't really get into that crazy stuff yet. Like, I didn't really get into, like, the gray hairs or, like, the beards, all that stuff, the mustaches. Like, that comes later. For now, all we have for now is older men, yes, but they still looked kind of young for their age, which I found appealing. So, Chris Evans happened, and then Tom Hiddleston happened. And then I don't know what happened after, but I started liking Dr. Octopus. And by the way, that was when No Way Home came out. So Alfred Molina, the actor for Dr. Octopus, would have been 69, almost 70. Something like that, something crazy like that, 68 or 69, like almost 70 years old. With some de-aging shit on his face, okay? Like, I don't know what happened. I was liking Doc Ock, Springtrap, William Afton, from the Five Nights at Freddy's series. I actually do have the Silver Eyes graphic novel too, so it's, my dad got it for me and he didn't know that I liked him at the time. And I read it and I was like, thanks, Dad. And then Terry Silver from the Cobra Kai series. We don't talk. It was a time, And so that's kind of how it all started. It's sort of, I don't know what honestly what happened. Like, I think it just kind of trailed from there. And then obviously, like, there were certain crushes that were pinpoints for things, like certain crushes that actually, like, set the wave for certain things that I like now. We'll get into when we review them individually. But yes, that is how it all started. Crazy. Yeah, absolutely insane. So, now, let's get into the individual rating. Now, for the very first crush, we gotta take you back even further than that. Because we are going to talk about my very first crush, Night Ninja from PJ Masks. I don't remember much about it. All I remember was that I liked him. That's it. The end, basically. Yeah, pretty short. Next, we'll go into James from Team Rocket. This one was a little bit more interesting. So, I would have been under the age of 7 years old, at least. I had to have been like 5 or 6, maybe younger than that. So when I liked him, I was watching a shit ton of Pokemon at the time. Like, a lot of Pokemon, okay? Like, Ash Ketchum, Pikachu, those were my people, okay? Like, I was watching that stuff furiously. So, when, I was watching Pokemon and stuff like that, I saw this guy and I was like, he's kind of cute. And sure enough, I started developing a crush on him, and then afterwards, my grandma got me, like, a stuffed dog, which I actually have right here with me. Yeah, so this was the dog, the stuffed animal that my grandmother gave me, and at first, I named him James, after James from Team Rocket, but I lied the whole time because I didn't want them to know that I had a crush on James from Team Rocket. So I think I said his name was either like Carter or something like that, or like Michael, or something along those lines. Make it known that James is not his name and that I totally didn't like James from Team Rocket. But yeah, obviously his name is James now because that's his true name, little Jamesy Poo. So that's kind of James. It was, again, very uneventful, very short. Those two were like, I barely remember because, again, I'm almost 18 now. Like, I don't remember anything from past, like, I want to say, like, 8 or 9 years old. Like, it gets kind of fuzzy before then, unless it's something that's, like, really just memorable that sticks out of my mind. So, yeah, those are the two twink crushes, we'll say. And then we'll get into whatever the hell is going to happen after, because, trust me, it's a doozy. So, now we get to our first DILF crush, which is Adam Driver, also known as Kylo Ren. That's how I liked him. I liked his emo self in Star Wars. I liked him in Star Wars. So what about him is so attractive? I don't know. I just liked his emo-ness, because I found it kind of relatable, because I was kind of emo as a child too, so it was like kind of relatable, But obviously, if I were to put him in a ranking, I don't think I put him that high. Like, I think for me, he would be D tier, just because he's not really, he's powerful, Like, he could use the Force to his whims, but I'm just not really attracted to that kind of guy anymore, you know? I mean, obviously, I feel like maybe Adam Driver now would be a different story, but, like, him then, I mean, it doesn't really hit the same anymore, because I like, you know, more, like, I like facial hair more now, and I like kind of, you know, the grizzly dudes, you know, the Tom Sellecks of it all, which we'll get to that later, too. That kind of thing, so Adam Driver doesn't really hit the same for me anymore. But yeah, so I'll have to put him in D tier, just because, again, he's powerful. You know, he is the grandson of Darth Vader, which is honestly really cool. And he owns, like, this big space legion of people, basically a space dictatorship, where he runs a galaxy. So that's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. But I'd still have to pass. I'd probably put him in D tier, just because it doesn't hit the same as it did as a kid anymore. Like, I don't really feel that same way. So, yeah, D tier. Next, Chris Evans as Captain America. Now, this one was kind of long. This one was, I think, like 1.5 to 2 years. Crazy, I know. It's honestly kind of crazy how it started. Yeah, I was watching like a lot of Avengers movies, a lot of Marvel movies, because again, I'm a big geek. I love Marvel, and obviously, like, I love the Avengers. Don't get me wrong, Spider-Man's still my favorite. Let's just put that out there. Spider-Man is still my favorite, but the Avengers will also have a special place in my heart. So when I liked Captain America, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, you know, he's cute. I mean, Chris Evans was named Sexiest Man Alive in, I think, like 2022, 2023. So, I mean, I feel like he's a very conventionally attractive man. Like, I think a lot of girls would be like, hell yeah, you know, if they got to spend, like, the day or night with him. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that. Yeah, like, I would personally rate him as, like, again, D tier, just because it's not the best, you know, like, we could do better. He appeals to more younger me who didn't really understand, like, at the time what anything was. And again, like, obviously, like, you know, everything changed for me, so, but for now, like, this is probably what I'm gonna do. Also because Captain America, like, as a character, like, I just don't feel like he'd be really, like, interesting, like, in terms of, like, romantic. Like, I feel like he'd just be kind of run-of-the-mill. Like, there's not very many interesting characteristics other than the fact that he's pumped up on roids and that he's a kind man, you know, despite all being pumped up on roids, right? So it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's cool that he's, like, from the past and stuff, but then you gotta wonder, did he bring some of those past values with him? You know what I mean? Like, is he... I mean, I know he was a kind man, but, like, what does he feel about women, you know, working? What does he feel about black people and white people being in the same room? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, he was from the 1940s. Segregation was still a thing back then. So you have to wonder, like, does that not, like, what does he think about that stuff? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That one's kind of iffy for me. So, again, why I'm keeping it D tier. So that's Captain America. Next, we got Loki. Well, actually, more specifically, Tom Hiddleston's Loki, because I also tried watching some of his other stuff. Loki, well, pun there. Loki got myself traumatized because I watched Crimson Peak. Not the whole thing. I skipped through half of it and then saw some nasty stuff, and I was like 11, okay? Like, I was a wee little thing, just minding my own business, wanting to watch, you know, some Tom Hiddleston stuff, because I wanted to, like, expand and, you know, watch something other than Marvel, I guess. But, I deeply regret that. I do. Yeah. I saw things I shouldn't have seen. Never again. Never again. Yeah, no, Loki would be fun. I feel like I put him in C tier, just because, again, he can, you know, he does appeal to my inner self, but, like, I mean, if we're not talking about Tom Hiddleston, we're talking about Loki as a character. Like, he can shapeshift. He can shapeshift into anybody. Like, the amount of people that I can make him shapeshift into is crazy. Crazy, okay? I gotta say C tier in this one. But if we're talking about Tom Hiddleston as an actor, I did also see him in The Night Manager. Here's the thing. Another important note to know about this. While I was watching The Night Manager, I noticed one of his co-stars. Keep him in mind for later. And if you don't know the co-star or whatever, he's a bad guy. Roper, I think his name is, or something like that. Keep in mind for later. He's gonna come back up. And at the time, I thought to myself, ew, he's ugly. I would never like him. I don't know why I thought that, but I think that was my brain subconsciously telling me, oh no, you do like him. And you are going to like him. But you're saying out loud that you're not gonna like him. But that means you're gonna like him, if that makes sense. It's a weird, like, psychological mind trick. Yeah, so that's Tom Hiddleston. Kind of short, kind of sweet, because again, like, I liked him actually for a long time, now that I think about it. I liked him for 2 years. 2.5 years, I think, was the play. I don't really remember much of that era. All I know is I was watching the Loki series, and I don't know, it was kind of like, I stopped watching after episode 4. I know there's like a season 2 or whatever, but I'm just like, they really fucked it up so bad in the first season. Like, I don't want to watch it, dude. I don't know. When it comes to Loki stuff, if I were to ever revisit that, I'd just watch the old movies. That era wasn't very memorable, I don't think. Like, yes, it was long. Like, the longest I've ever had out of any of my crushes. But it wasn't that memorable. I don't really remember, like, much about it other than, yeah, I really liked him. You know, I watched the Loki series when it came out, and I was like, you know, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, I'll keep him in C tier, I think. Okay, now, let's get into the trio trifecta. This was my first ever 3-in-1 crush. I didn't think it was possible, but it is, actually. It is possible to have a 3-in-1 crush. So, Dr. Octopus, Terry Silver from Cobra Kai, and William Afton from the Five Nights at Freddy's series. Insane, I know. So, I guess let's start off with Doc Ock first, because that's pretty... There's a lot that went on with that. So, let's take you back, all the way back to 2021. Long time ago, I know. It's been a while, okay? 2022 actually was when I had a dream after months of not seeing the No Way Home movie. I didn't think anything of it at the time. But when I woke up with this strange feeling. Like a weird feeling that like something was going to happen. Because in the dream, what happened was Doc Ock basically came and visited my school and was like, hey, Sinister Six are here, basically. And they were actually, like, teaching us stuff. Like, it was weird. Like, it was almost like they were, like, I know there's, like, inmate rehabilitation programs for, like, in real life for, like, you know, prisoners hanging out with kids and stuff like that. Obviously, unless you're, like, you know, a registered sex offender or something. I think there are, like, rehabilitation programs like that where prisoners can, like, hang out and read with kids or whatever. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, so I thought it was one of those things, kind of. And I remember asking him, hey, can you, like, do my math homework? I don't know why I would ask that, but whatever. And he said, I shit you not, he literally said, sorry, kid, I can't help you. If you don't know the problem with this, doctor, in front of the name, octopus, is a doctorate degree. You would have to study physics, math, chemistry, biology, you know, so much stuff to get the doctor in front of the octopus. You know what I mean? What do you mean you don't know math? It's grade 8 math. You've done physics before and you can't do grade 8 math. See, that's the problem. Like, again, people aren't, I mean, obviously, I assume people would know what, like, a doctorate is, but if you don't, there you go. That's what the doctor in front of the octopus means. Like, you would have to study years and years worth of science and math to be able to get that degree. And the fact that he just said no to a grading and math thing is really weird. Yeah. And I woke up from that dream, and I thought to myself, that was a weird dream. And I went on, not really thinking about it, until the next time I saw him on my screen, I was like, he's kind of cute though. He's kind of cute though. Yeah, I regret that now, because I've seen photos of him recently, and even with the digi, editing or whatever, I'm just like, why? Why? No, but when I had the TV at night and stuff like that, and I would watch movies and stuff to fall asleep, I consistently watched Spider-Man 2. The Sam Raimi one, coincidence, also had Alfred Molina playing Dr. Octopus. And he was a lot younger then. He's in his late 40s, early 50s or something like that. He was younger, more, not age appropriate, because that's still really fucking old, but you get it. He was younger, than he is now. And I will watch that instead of No Way Home, because when I watched No Way Home, it felt sad almost, because I felt like I was growing older, and the people that I grew up with are also growing older, and it's not gonna be the same anymore. I'm not a kid anymore. That's the first thing I thought was, I'm not a kid anymore. So when I went back to that movie, I kind of lost that, and I felt like I lost that melancholy, and I just felt not even nostalgia. I was just into it. You know what I mean? I was into the movie, and so I watched it basically every single night for 3 years straight. And eventually they had to take it away, or take my privilege away, to only one on, one off, because I was playing it so much, and my little sister hates Spider-Man now. Again, I didn't have a crush on him for those whole 3 years I was watching it. It's just I got OCD or something. I don't know. I play repeat movies and stuff all the time. So that's Dr. Octopus. Now let's get into the couple shorter ones, because again, they're not that prevalent. During that time, I think Doc Ock was probably the most big one, I guess I would say. Terry Silver from Cobra Kai. I also saw him in Karate Kid 2, I think it was 2. I think it's 2. No, 2 is Japan. I think it was 3. I don't know. When he was younger, okay? And I actually, because I recently had a crush on him, and I thought it was cute, younger or whatever now. But back then, for some reason, I thought he was cute older. I don't even fucking know anymore. So I saw this scene with him in it or something like that, and I just remember and my family was all right there, so I had to conceal that shit too. I had to be the whole time just trying to keep incognito about it, right? And it was short, it wasn't that long. Again, as I said, it was a part of a 3 crush trifecta, okay? So it doesn't take the forefront for sure. Doc Ock was definitely the headliner. William Afton was the secondary, and then Terry Silver was tertiary for sure. Yeah, so that's Terry Silver. And then finally, William Afton. I also had a dream about him, actually, funnily enough. It wasn't him, it was him as Springtrap, after he had been to Springtrap and got burned. If you don't know the FNAF lore, look it up, okay? But Springtrap basically kidnapped me, took me to a circus, and then he basically held me captive there. And then I remember seeing a mask, and it was the Vanny mask, and I ended up putting it on and seeing Glitch Trap and stuff, and I was like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? And I woke up and I just saw him obviously in the Silver Eyes novel, and I was like, he's kind of cute. No, Emma. Yeah, but I guess these 3. Okay, I'm gonna actually put Doc Ock in higher tier, just because, again, I've seen Alfred Molina in other movies too. I saw him in Boogie Nights, and I don't know, something about that mustache got me, okay? So I'm gonna put him in B tier. Terry Silver is actually gonna go in E tier. I guess that's the closest to F, because I know F's like the worst. So I'm gonna put him in E tier just because, again, he's like a normal rich dude that knows karate and beefs with kids. Like, I don't think that's really like, that's really something, you know. Like, I kind of think it's kind of basic, you know, compared to some of the other people on this list that, like, he's kind of, yeah, he's not really up there for me. And then William Afton, I'm probably gonna put him in, I'm gonna say D tier, because again, he's actually C tier. I'll put him in C tier because, again, he's not crazy. Like, again, compared to the other people on this list, like, some other people are nuts. Like I'm telling you, some of them are absolutely insane. Mapton's not really up there for me. So yeah, that's the trifecta. Now we'll get into other stuff. Next, we are going to be talking actually about the Beatles. I know, kind of crazy, right? But I actually had a crush on a couple of Beatles. The first one I had a crush on was John Lennon. Astoundingly, surprisingly, I always viewed him more platonically out of everybody in the group because I think I related to him a lot on some things. But I stopped having a crush on him after what he did to, obviously, Julian and Cynthia, and I was like, and Yoko too. He wasn't really good to her either. But yeah, it was just sort of one thing where it was just like, I kind of lost feelings, you know? It just didn't feel right liking somebody like that. It's not in real life. Like, fictitious characters, I feel like there's like a line between like what's okay and what's not. Like, people have like some evil fictitious characters, me included. Like, I think everybody loves a good villain, right? But it's like, when you know villains in real life, it's like, it's not the same, you know? These are people who are actually genuinely like not good people. And I think, I mean, obviously I think my opinion is kind of skewed because obviously I did hardcore love the Beatles for a long time. I think for this one, I'm genuinely like, yeah, he definitely, I can understand like he needed help for like his problems, but at the same time he shouldn't have done what he did to Cynthia and Julian, and also Yoko as well. But Yoko's not perfect either. I just want to put a disclaimer out there as well. Yeah, so that's my thing. And then George Harrison, and that was a whirlwind, actually. It was the first time I'd ever liked a guy with facial hair, because I specifically had a crush on him in his Dark Horse era, where he had like the mustache, he had like the hair thing going on. Not really the perm, but the perm's cute too. So I had a crush on George during that time, and, you know, I mean, what could I say? He was cute, you know, but I didn't have a crush on him for long, because it wasn't like crazy, you know, it was just like, Oh, but that crush was important because it set the future of what it was. Like, it set up everything that came after. It basically was like, oh, I like men with facial hair now. That's basically what happened. It basically set up the fact that I like men with facial hair, specifically mustaches. So that's George. I think I'm probably gonna put them on, I'm gonna say E tier for this one. Actually, I'll put George higher. I'll put George in B tier, I think. Actually, I don't know. You know what? I'll put both of them in E tier just because, again, like, it's not, I mean, I think because of the things that, I mean, all the Beatles kind of were bad, but I think, like, because of the problematic nature of them too, it just doesn't feel right putting them in a higher spot in the tier list, because, like, I think that really just changes things for me. So that's John and George. I think I'm probably gonna put them there. Next up, we have Miguel O'Hara. When I told y'all I love Spider-Man, I meant it, but not Peter Parker. No, love me some Papi Chulo, okay? He is so fine. That man should not be blessed with a bakery, but he is, unfortunately. But I guess to talk about it a little bit, again, I saw Across the Spider-Verse in theaters and I was like, Miguel O'Hara. I was not expecting that, because obviously he was in the end of Into the Spider-Verse, and he definitely looks like different. They definitely changed up his character design and stuff like that. He's cute. I mean, what can I say? It was actually the first crush that I had gotten into character AI. character AI. We'll never speak of that again. It's not great. Again, I'm on an AI boycott now. I have been for, it hasn't been a year yet, but it's been close to a year. It stopped like last September, I think, because it was just like, I can't, knowing what it's doing to the environment and knowing what it's doing ethically to people, it just doesn't feel right supporting it anymore. That was the first crush I had, that I got into like AI and stuff like that, and I started like, y'all don't want to read my chat. I wouldn't even want to read my chats, to be honest. Like, it was insane, but at least it's not like an actual like live role play with someone, where like they can like screenshot everything and like take it and like blackmail with you later or whatever. I mean, it's not like I did blackmailable things, because again, I was like 14. Like, yeah, 14. So it would have been weird to blackmail a minor with that, you know what I mean? But yeah, like, that, he was cute. I mean, what can I say? Like, he was cute, and I actually learned a lot of inappropriate Spanish words through that crush. So yeah, that's Miguel O'Hara. I think I'm probably gonna put him in B tier, just because, again, I mean, my bias, Spider-Man, you know? I mean, also too, like, Miguel's like 6 foot tall or something like that. Like, he's almost 7 foot tall or something like that, I think I read. So he's like, he's balling, you know what I mean? Like, he's a good looking man, you know? And I love, like, you know, obviously we've seen so far, like, I've liked some pretty unseasoned white men. So, you know, when you got a little flavor in there, you know, you got a little spice in there, you know, really, like, you really gotta put that on a pedestal, you know what I mean? Because what's the chance you're gonna get some seasoning later down the line? Alright. The next crush is Chemujin from My Name, the K-drama. I don't know if y'all know. It might be a little too niche. I don't know. But yeah, Chemujin is really fine. The actor for him is also like 50 something, like 52 or something, or 54. I think there was another actor that was like 54 or something like that. But yeah, he's like old or something. I don't know. But yeah, I like Chemujin because I was watching My Name, like, obviously, like, my bestie, she, like, sent me clips of him, and she's like, I think you'll like this guy. Like, I think you'll think this guy is cute. And I was like, at first, I was like, are you shitting me? And like, no, he's ugly. But I thought about it more, and I thought about him more specifically, and I was like, but he does look like he knows how to treat a girl, though. He does look like he knows how to, like, take a girl up for a nice dinner, you know what I mean? Like, he knows. Basically, what I'm trying to say is he looks like a sugar daddy. Basically, that's kind of the thing. I mean, he also looks like an evil mob boss, obviously, but he also looks like a sugar daddy, okay? The first thing that came to my mind was, like, so I basically, like, thought about it, and I'm like, oh, he's kind of cute. And then she's like, you should watch the show. I'm like, okay, I'll watch the show, okay. And then a few days later, she shows me a freaking clip of his death. And I'm like, what do you mean he's dead? What do you mean? Like, they just killed Chemujin off in My Name. Like, at the end of the show, though. It happens at the end of the show. Spoiler, by the way, if you haven't seen it. But, yeah, so they kill him off. And I was watching the show, but the whole time I was thinking about, you know, that he was gonna die. And I just stopped watching it because I was like, I don't want to see that man die. Like, he's too fine to die, you know what I mean? Like, he's too cute, you know what I mean? That was my crush on him. I actually, through that crush, I started an archive of our own account. I started an AO3 account, okay? And I started posting, like, fan fiction because of him. And now, because of him, like, I get shit ton of people reading my fan fiction, like, almost every day. And it's actually kind of amazing. So thank you all for reading my fan fiction. I'm not telling anybody what my AO3 is because I'm writing shit. But, yeah. Yeah, because of Chemujin, I literally started writing fan fiction and writing a lot of fan fiction, and some are crazy, some are like whatever, you know. And yeah, so I started, you know, writing fan fiction because of him, started getting my little creative era, you know, and it was really awesome. Actually, I think I'm probably gonna put him in D tier, just because, again, like, he is powerful, but again, it's that old rich guy. Like, there's nothing crazy about him, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing, like, there's no oomph to him that really, like, besides the criminality of it all, like, besides him being a mob boss, there's nothing really, like, motivating me to be like, oh, yeah, I would, you know? Like, I would. Like, what do you mean you would, though? Because, like, he doesn't really have anything else besides being rich, being, I mean, obviously, he's a silver fox, okay? Like, let's just be honest, he's really fun. And being the leader of a crime family. Like, that's not really, like, don't get me wrong, I think that could be a lot for some people, but again, we have a crazy ass list coming up, so again, like, it's about to get crazier. I'm keeping him in the lower tier, because again, we're gonna have some crazy picks, okay? So that is Chamujin. Okay, the next one. We're gonna head down to the deep south for this one. This next one is Dutch Vanderland from the Vanderland gang in Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, he's hairy, he's got a mustache, he is the leader of a gang, best friends with Arthur Morgan, you know, like, you know, he's always got a plan, you know, he wants to go to Tahiti to, like, retire or whatever. Yeah, I do like him, but at the same time, every time I played that freaking game, and I was Arthur, and I was in the camp and stuff like that, I would just hear him and Molly just arguing and going at it, and I was like, you're treating that redheaded bad bee, okay? She is so beautiful. She is literally out of your league, and you're treating her like absolute garbage. And I heard she ends up dying, so I hope if she does die, rest in peace, Molly. Like, I'm sorry that you had to deal with such a POS like Dutch, okay? Somebody could treat you better. I don't know who, not me, but somebody could treat you better, I'm sure. It was either that or he was flirting with Mary Beth. Like, dude. Again, I think if I read correctly, like, Molly's kind of a rebound from his old wife, Annabelle, I think her name was, because she died. And it's like, okay, boo-hoo, but also, that's not an excuse to treat your new wife like that, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, what are you doing, buddy? It was like, I mean, he's the leader of the gang, you know, obviously he's taking them on these missions, the shenanigans and stuff like that, and it's just like, I don't know, like, he's hot and stuff like that, but, like, he's a DILF, obviously, like, he's really good looking, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, if I was in that universe, I don't know how I'd feel. Like, I don't know, man. Like, Dutch is pretty fun, though. Like, he is top tier, actually. So I think I'm probably gonna put him in A tier, because he's cute, you know, he's cute, but I don't really like the fact that he is in, you know, the family and stuff like that, and he treats Molly like crap, and, you know, goes and flirts with Mary Beth. For me, is like A tier. He would be S tier, I think, if he wasn't like that. I'm not sure, actually, because again, there are some pretty good contenders for S tier that you're gonna see soon. That is Dutch Vanderland. This one's gonna be great. You remember earlier in the video how I said to remember Tom Hiddleston's co-star in The Night Manager? Roper, aka Hugh Laurie. And how I said I wasn't gonna like him. Fast forward a few years later, probably in like grade 10, I think it was, or grade 11, started seeing clips of, not The Night Manager, House. Let me repeat that again. House. Dr. Gregory House. On my freaking, like, phone, just right there, smack dab in the middle of it. And I was like, kind of cute though, you know, like, I mean, he's a dickhead, but like, why is he kind of cute though, you know what I mean? And also too, like, the fact, I also kind of felt like a little seen by the show, because I sort of have like like, I would say like an invisible chronic illness going on kind of thing. So like, when I see him like just diagnose people and it's like right on there, it's like, I feel so seen. Like, it actually feels like if he was a real person. I mean, actually, maybe it's a good thing he's not a real person, because again, if you've actually watched the show, he's a piece of shit. But yeah, I I mean, he at least he's good at what he does, you know? He does commit medical malpractice, and he has been to prison and stuff, and look, he might be a psychopath, but, you know, he's good at what he does, you know what I mean? I mean, like, when I see him, like, diagnose people and stuff, he'll just be like, oh, like, this person has, like, it's like an example, like, this person has, like, he just goes down the list of symptoms, and he just goes, and then he's like, oh, this person has, like, fibromyalgia or something like that. Like, get them 10 cc's of, like, Vicodin or something like that, which is what he uses to, you know, because he's got a little leg going on. He's got a little leg thing, you know. He has to wear a cane and stuff like that. Even Hugh Laurie in The Manager, but him in his house, which I think he's, like, talked about not liking the character just because of it literally ruined, like, his mental health and stuff like that. But, yeah, crazy. I know. I didn't think it would ever happen, but it did. And it was, again, relatively short-lived, because, again, it's... I mean, I think it only lasted for, like, a month. My crushes, like, at this point, do last relatively short. Great. I'm probably gonna put him in, C tier, just because, again, like, it's House, you know? I mean, there's so many other people on this list that are just, like, up there for me, that I just can't picture House, like, being that high in the list. I feel like if there wasn't as many people up there for me, I'd be like, okay, you'll be in, like, B tier or A tier or something like that. But I can't, like, get with it when, you know, like, we got some other crazy crushes, okay? So bear with me, okay? Next one we got, this is kind of like an oldie but goodie, you know, like, obviously if people grew up in the 2000s, 2010s, they knew who this man was. Today, in this one, I will be talking about Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's pretty cute. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. Like, he's not... I mean, I had a crush on him because of a dream I had where he played Tangerine in Bullet Train, and I thought he was cute then. But now I'm like, he was actually really cute in his Nosferatu press tour run. Like, I feel like that was when he was cutest, if that makes sense. Because, like, I thought he was cute with the mustache, but I really got with the, like, short hair, stubble kind of thing. I don't know what the fuck he's doing now. Again, somebody said on Twitter or something like that, like, because I was looking at it through Pinterest, and there was, like, a Twitter meme, and it was him, and it was literally, first off, the man's looking like handsome Squidward, okay? And listen, no offense, but you need to stop sucking your cheeks in, buddy. We know you're hot. Just stop. Can you knock it off? Like, honestly, we know you're attractive. You don't need to show everybody that you're attractive, because we know you're attractive. Like, I feel like he's doing things that make him, like, uncanny now. Like, it's not even that he's hot, it's like he's so, like, quote-unquote conventionally attractive that he becomes ugly, if that makes sense. And I don't know if it's, like, the long hair without the beard type of deal that's going on. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't don't think he's had work done. But, like, there's just something about him now that, like, low-key's kind of scary a little bit. And no offense, if you see this video, I don't mean any offense or anything. It's just something I noticed. Like, it's something that I think everybody's noticed recently. Like, again, he, like, sucks his face and keeps doing this. Which, like, yeah, if you're in Zoolander, that's what you fucking do, right? Like, if you're Ben Stiller in Zoolander and you're, like, friggin'... you know, or if you're, like, Owen Wilson battling Ben Stiller, basically, for, like, the best male model of all time, then sure, you're gonna be, like... given the blue steel and magnum, like, yeah, but, like, this is real life, buddy. This is real life, okay? And again, I'm not gonna share all my gripes here because I don't think that's very necessary, but I don't know, it's just really weird. Like, he kind of transformed into, like, this almost caricature of a person compared to what he was, like, even a couple years ago. I'm just like, I wonder if it's, like, maybe there was comments about him that were, like, talking mean about him, and he just figured, like, oh, I'm gonna try and, like, make myself look better or whatever. I don't know, but I think he just needs to, like, tap back into himself and stuff, and just, like, you know, maybe look at himself at the Nosferatu, what was it? It was Nosferatu, Craven, and I think 28 Days Later, that were all in the same span, press run, and it was, like, he was great then. He looked really good then. So that's Aaron Taylor Johnson. I probably put him in C tier just because, again, like, he does really look uncanny looking now. He's still attractive, and again, he was still cute as Tangerine. And Aaron, he's gonna be in C tier, I think, because he's just okay. Like, again, some of the they're gonna be pretty crazy, okay? They're gonna be pretty crazy, okay? I'm telling you, they're gonna be insane, okay? So, yeah. This one is my favorite one. So, Dracula. Not just any Dracula, though, because a lot of them do look ugly. A lot of them look like fucking Adam Sandler, and I'm not down for that, okay? Dracula I'm specifically talking about is the Castlevania Dracula. Holy shit, it's orange up there. That Dracula. He is really cute. He loves his wife. He's like, again, 8 foot tall. He's a monster. He's a vampire. Like, who doesn't love vampires? Edward Cullen, hello. I never liked him. I think Robert Pattinson's funny, but again, I never fucked with Edward or Jacob or the Twilight movies in general. I think they suck. You know what? Robert, if he sees this, he probably agrees with me too, okay? Because he never likes them either. I've seen interviews of that shit, okay? None of us ever liked those movies, okay? It was like literally for middle-aged white women that had no sex from their husbands and needed something to watch to fulfill their teen fantasies. That's literally what it was. So this Dracula, the Castlevania Dracula, I don't know, there's something about him, like, again, the facial hair, the long hair, like, and the fact that he owns, like, this big gothic castle, and he's got powers, and he loves the wife Lisa, and he swore that he was gonna kill the humans for her. Like, he literally, like, I don't know what happens with Alucard. I know they kind of hate each other, I think, low-key, because after Lisa's death, like, obviously Dracula went on the path of evil and, you know, basically decided to avenge her. So that's Dracula. I mean, he's got a nice voice, you know, in the show and stuff. I actually think, I don't know, I think Alucard's voice is actually slightly better than Dracula's, funnily enough. But again, Alucard's a twink. I only fuck with Dilfs now. I'm sorry, Alucard. Again, he's awesome, but, like, he's too twinky for me, okay? If someone else wants to take him, they can have him. But I want Dracula, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. And for me, I think I'm gonna put him in S tier because, again, something about monsters, man. It's literally just so hot. Like, something about monsters is just so, like, sexy in a weird way. Like, I know that's kind of gonna sound weird, but again, it's like the girl that loved Frankenstein, you know? Actually, yeah, I've never seen the movie, but I know there's, like, this chick that, like, loves Frankenstein or whatever, and she thinks he's, like, misunderstood. Like, that's how I feel, like, about monsters. Like, Dracula, you know, Venom, you know, like, okay, maybe there isn't any other examples, but, like, yeah, for me, like, I fuck with monsters heavy. Like, I absolutely would if I had the chance. Like, if vampires were real and Dracula, the king of the vampires, was real, smash. Unless he does have a mustache, then that's a no for me, dog. Like, I'm sorry, I need the mustache to complete the vision, if you get what I'm saying. Or, like, at least some facial hair. Like, even a beard. I might do beard. I don't know, goatee, maybe. Yeah, we'll say that, goatee. Yeah, so that's Dracula. He's gonna be an S tier. This next one we have is Randy Marsh. Randy Marsh from South Park. That's right. I watch a lot of South Park and Simpsons, which, again, we're gonna get to later because there's another person on there. But Randy, I don't know, he's something. I don't know what word to describe him, but I just find him cute. I always, like, watch South Park and stuff like that and be like, oh, like, he's kind of cute and stuff. And I don't think I've ever written any fanfiction about him, but I was still really into AI then, so I would use, like, character AI or generate AI or whatever. You know, yeah, I'm not gonna explain that. Like, I don't know, it's definitely not a crush that I personally, like, I mean, I would say there's another person on this list that might be better as, like, a character and as looks-wise, I think, and interest-wise, you know, I feel like when I'm slightly going to relate to more better, Netflix. Slanders. So Randy is probably gonna go I'll put him in C tier. Actually, no, B tier. I'll put him in B tier just because, like, I mean, the mustache is kind of what's pulling it all together. Otherwise, I don't think I'd have a crush on him. But also, shout out to Butters as an adult. Adult Butters in, what is it, the South Park special, the COVID special, where he was Vic Chaos. He did not need to be that fine. Like, what do you mean Vic Chaos is like, what do you mean that's Butters? Like, that's adult Butters. And again, like, yeah, he sells NFTs, but, like, as long as you, like, put some tape over his mouth, I feel like you'd be good, you know what I mean? Like, adult Butters can get it. So, yeah, that's Randy. The next one we have, taking a little flashback. Some of the meemaws who might be watching this video might actually remember, because it's an oldie. Like, when I'm talking oldie, I mean an oldie. Like, he's old. He's old as fuck now. And we're referring to Tom Selleck here. Yeah, quite old. Definitely now. And him now, but him back in the day. Like, him back in, like, the 80s and the 90s. Always he's, like, his 40s, you know, like, something about that works. It does. Something about that works. Like, the hairiness of it all, the mustache, the thick little mustache, and then, like, the curls, and, like, the detectives and stuff. I mean, I haven't seen Magnum P.I., but I have seen Quigley Down Under. Crazy, again, another one of my crushes is in it, but we won't spoil it yet. He was really awesome, and, well, I've seen him in Friends. He was Monica's boyfriend at one point. I can't remember what his character's name was, but I don't know. He looks like he would be called Jared or something on the show. I don't know if that's his actual name or not, but Jared, Monica's boyfriend, we'll call him that. So that's Tom Selleck. I think for me, he's gonna be an A tier just because, again, like, something about men with thick ass mustaches does something for me. Like, I don't know what it is, but they got it going for them. And I can't really explain it, you know what I mean? But it's just like, it's hot, you know? It's really is hot. So that's Tom Selleck. This next one, I'm actually so fucking excited for, okay? Because this one is Captain Hook. But not the original one, per se. I mean, he's kind of cute in the original. But, no. If y'all remember, I barely remember this, but there was a 2002 live action movie, okay? And it had a blonde Peter Pan. Which, again, what is your problem with redheads, people? Do you not want us to play lead roles or something like that? Like, why can't Peter Pan be a redhead? Why does he have to be blonde? I don't know. But then, wait for it, okay? Captain Hook was so fine in that movie. He had like a mustache thing going on. He also had like a little goatee here. And he was, again, like, hairy. I don't know. There was like a shirtless scene with him in it. And I remember that. And it was weird. But I don't know whether it was in a kid's movie. But I digress. He was cute. I mean, he was cute. What can I say? That was a good movie, I think. Again, from what I remember. Again, because it's been literally like at least like 8 years or something. 8 years, I think, since I've seen it. 9 years, maybe a decade, maybe more. I don't know. Time just blends together with me. All I know for certain is that Captain Hook was really hot in that movie. And then I also realized, wait a minute. Captain Hook and the father of Wendy also look the same. And it turns out because they were played by the same dude. Who also, let me blow your mind even more, okay? Played Lucius Malfoy in the Harry Potter series. The blonde dude's evil father, Draco. I mean, everybody loves Draco. Everybody's got a crush on Draco. I was like, Draco this, Draco that. But for me, I mean, don't get me wrong, Lucius is still blonde. Not really into blondes, you know, I'm into dark hair men. But I'd still take Lucius over Draco by any day. Like, Lucius is fine, okay? And he's blonde though. But again, I also heard he's really rich. So, like, if I were to exist in the fictitious Harry Potter world, I think maybe it could work. But again, like, they're also really racist. So I don't know how I feel about that. Probably not, actually. I probably wouldn't date him, because he's really racist. I would, oh, actually, I can't spoil it yet. Jason Isaacs, the actor who played Captain Hook, Lucius Malfoy. I didn't really see him, but I also saw him in, like, some clips online in The White Lotus as Timothy Rat something. I call him the Rat Man. Don't know why I make up nicknames like that. I don't know. It's cute. So, again, he's like in his 60s. But again, never said I liked him now. Okay? I liked him back then. In the 2000s. Because I think the Peter Pan live action movie is 2002, I believe. And then, I don't know when Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets came out, but had to have been around that time, okay? So, again, speaking of Harry Potter, we'll get to that one, okay? Keep it a note. Particularly, a certain professor, a certain potions professor that may come up later. So, yeah, that's Lucius. That's Captain Hook. That's, Timothy Ratman. I'm probably gonna put him, okay, I don't know. It's kind of hard to rank because I've liked multiple of Jason Isaacs' characters, but I think I'm probably just gonna stick to the one I like the most, which is Captain Hook. Captain Hook, for me, is going in S tier because he is so fine. Villain, and he knows like a pirate ship, and there's something about Captain Hook that just does it for me. You know what I mean? Like it kind of appeals to me a little bit, not gonna lie. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. That's Captain Hook. Okay, next one is kind of crazy. Ned Flanders from The Simpsons. I know what people are gonna say. They're gonna be like, Emma, why? I don't know why, because I don't know, he's just kind of cute. He's got like a mustache and stuff, and like he, obviously like it's been known like on The Simpsons that like Flanders is actually secretly hot. He just doesn't show like his frumpy sweater, but like when he takes his shirt off and stuff, he's got like a six-pack and something. It's crazy. And he's also got like a bakery as well, as referenced by a skiing episode or something, and Homer like saw Flanders in like his ski suit, and it was particularly tight around his bakery, shall we say, and Homer just got like kept thinking about that his whole ski trip. Basically, he's really cute. He is religious, so that's my only gripe, is I'm not really the biggest fan of religious people. I think, offense, like it's nothing to do with you guys particularly, and I just want to put it out there that it's okay to believe in a religion. It's just when you believe in a religion so much, it kind of like clouds your judgment and clouds your life choices and stuff, and you live kind of in fear because of not wanting to go to hell. I think that's kind of a problem. Judging people based on whatever because of your religion, again, that's God's job. That's not your job. That's God's job, okay? And that's my thing. Again, I don't want to, like, force these people to not be themselves. Like, obviously, if you support religion, that's great, okay? I'm not saying you shouldn't, but the only thing is, my thing is I hate, like, extremists who turn everything basically awful, right? And I'm not saying Flanders is particularly extremist, but he definitely is very, very religious. And he has his moments, right? Like, he has his moments where, like, he sins and stuff like that, but it's like, I don't know, at least from what I remember, he was, like, a good Christian. Like, he was one of those good Christians, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, for me, that's not something I want in my life, because I'm personally, like, my personal beliefs are, agnostic or whatever. Like, I do believe a God is there, but, like, I don't know if he exists, like, I don't believe in what their thing is. I do believe a higher being exists, but I just don't know what it is, you know what I mean? And I need someone, I think, more in that wavelength, because I don't know how I feel being constantly around religion all the time. Like, I feel like it would be slightly, for me personally, it would be slightly a lot, it would be slightly a lot. But other than that, Flanders being like particularly religious, he's got a nice house, got like nice milk and cookies, he likes the Beatles, which again, we love the Beatles around here, okay? We love their music. That's kind of where I'm at. I think I'm probably gonna put him again in A tier because, he's just awesome, like he is really awesome. Even though, like, yes, his religiousness can be kind of a thing at times, I feel like I could probably deal with it, because again, he is really cute. Like, he is really cute, and he seems really sweet, and the only problem with him is I'd have to live next to Homer Simpson, who has been shown time and time again to just be a friggin' jerk. But yeah, so that's my ranking. I'll probably put Ned Flanders in A tier just because, again, as I said. Next, we have a legitimate, hear me out on this one, okay? We got Herobrine from Minecraft. You heard me. The man, the myth, the legend, the big Brian. Okay, I don't know why I like Herobrine. I just remember seeing like a lot of like From the Fog videos and stuff like that. That was back when the mod was like really popping and everybody's making videos on it. And just sort of like, again, that was really short. I think it only lasted like 2 weeks or something like that. Just like really into Herobrine at the time. And obviously, you know, he's not real. I wish he was. I wish he was added into Minecraft. I feel like that would have been fun. But there's not really much about him. Like, obviously he's spooky, he's scary, you know, he's a creepy pasta. So I feel like he would be probably in B tier, I think, because he'd be pretty good, I think, because again, like, he can like disappear, he can place signs, he can, you know, put red torches around, he can like remove trees, he can like spook you in your sleep, you know, like he's a creepy guy, you know what I mean? So I feel like I'll probably put him in B tier just because like he's like supernatural, you know, and he's not necessarily human. He's like a virus, technically, quote unquote, in terms of like Minecraft lore or something like that. So I feel like he would be probably B tier because, again, he's not human. Which, if you're not human, that kind of puts you in a higher tier because I'm a freak, y'all. Like, I'm a freak. Like, I'm just gonna say it. Like, I'm a freaking freak. Okay, let's just keep that at that. Okay, yeah. So Herobrine in B tier. Next, we're gonna take you all the way back again to South Korea. Okay, we're gonna take you to South Korea, and this one is pretty A-list. Okay, been on the hit TV series Squid Game, so that should give you a hint if it hasn't already. Man I'm talking about is the frontman of Squid Games, Lee Byung-hun. I fucked that name up so bad, I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce these Korean names, guys, but leave it in the comments below, you know, like, cuss me out if you want. Guys, I'm not good at it, okay? So, the frontman, essentially, in the Squid Games. He's cute, I don't know. There's something about him I just liked, I guess. I can't remember what it was. I'm trying to remember. Okay, yeah, so my cousin had sent me a photo of him, like a couple photos of him. She's like, I think you think he's cute. Again, keeping on that same line. I think you think he's cute. And I went, you're kidding, right? You're actually kidding me. Like, no, he's ugly. Or so I thought. But he's not. He's not. That's the thing, though. He's not, you know, because then a couple months later, I see this man in like something else, maybe. I think it was Squid Game or something like that. And I remember thinking, he's kind of cute. And I started saving, like, I started going on Pinterest and stuff. I'm like, you know, going through my things and thinking, wow, he's not bad looking. And then it began. And then my crush on him began. It actually lasted a whole week. Can you imagine that? A whole week. And I stopped liking him, I think, on Valentine's Day. Great day to stop liking someone, okay? But yeah, I stopped having a crush on Valentine's Day. And then it became a new thing. Or actually, I think it was before. Was it Valentine's Day or was it before Valentine's Day? I don't know. But anyway, he's gonna be... I'll put him in C tier. Actually, no, I'll put him in D tier. Because I'm not, like, feral for the man, you know? Like, it's not something I'm, like... You know, I mean, he's old, you know, he's married, he's got kids or whatever. Like, he's I mean, yeah, he's cute and stuff, but it's, like... That's a front man. I'm gonna put him in D tier, I think. Just because, again, like, I'm not feral. I'm not going for the man. Like, I'm not, like... Like, there are some other people on this list, I'm like... You gotta, like... Like, there are some other people on this list, yeah, would. Yeah, but him, I'm just like... I mean, yeah, I had my time, but it's not like anything crazy now. I was kind of hinting to it a couple of times before. The other co-star in Quigley Down Under, the potions teacher. I have a fat crush on Alan Rickman, or I used to anyway. And again, like, he was. When I saw him in Die Hard as Hans Gruber, also when I found out he was like 42 in that movie, I was just like, wow. You know what I mean? Wow. I also, again, saw him in Quigley Down Under, and obviously Harry Potter. But again, I think I'm still gonna find him most attractive in Die Hard. Like, he was just so cute in that movie. Like, I don't know what they did with that man. I don't know. It's just, he looked really good in Die Hard. And obviously, like, there was this air of danger because he was the leader of a terrorist group and he was, like, kidnapping the main girl and stuff. And Bruce Willis had to come basically save her and stuff like that because she was his wife, I think, if I remember correctly in the movie. And on freaking Christmas, and for some reason they consider Die Hard a Christmas movie when it's like, dude, it's an action movie set in Christmas. That doesn't mean it's a Christmas movie, though. You know, like, there's a difference. Like, it wasn't met with a Christmas theme. Like, it wasn't supposed to be Christmas. Like, it's not a Christmas movie. Like, there's a whole thing. Some people think it's a Christmas movie, some people don't. But I think, though, Alan Rickman is really fine. Yeah, that's what I think. I think he's fine. And I had a crush on him for literally the longest time. By longest time, I mean, like, literally a few months. But it was, like, again, it was, like, in tandem, like in split pieces. Like, at first it was, I think, like, February to, like, March. Like, it was, the first time was really short. And then I think the second time was after I, like, broke up with my ex-boyfriend. So I think that was, July to, like, September. And then I think it happened again, like, I think it was, like, from July to August, and then from September to, like, December or something like that. So again, like, kind of short, but, like, in waves. Like, the second one I remember was, what is it, the third one? Either the second one or the third one was pretty intense, and it was just, like, it fizzled out, and I was just like, okay, yeah, living on with my life. Oh yeah, I also saw Love Actually too, and that was okay. I didn't, like, watch it fully because I was, like, sick. I was, like, bedbound, and I needed something to watch, so I watched Love Actually, and I only got through half of it, and it was good, I guess. I mean, I don't think it's as good as, like, some of his other movies, but it was good, especially in Die Hard and stuff. So I think I'm probably gonna put him in S tier, just because, again, like, I was kind of feral for that man. Like, I was, like, let's just be honest. I have multiple diary entries. We're not gonna read them or anything, but I have multiple diary entries detailing the feralness of myself towards this man, and but also rest in peace too, because he passed away, I think, 10 years ago. Yeah, rest in peace. I'll probably put him in S tier, yeah, because he's, like, again, those are the three I think that really, like, top everything for me. I know it's kind of a crazy, like, list, but I mean, yeah, I really had a crush on Alan Rickman back last year. I feel like it's so long ago. It was literally last year, dude. But yeah, so that's Alan Rickman, Professor Snape, Hans Gruber, John Marston, however you know him. Yeah. The next one. This one's gonna actually be kind of crazy. So, I liked James Spader, but not like back in the day James Spader, like not like 80s, 90s James Spader. I did actually see the movie Secretary, and all I gotta say is, don't watch it with your parents. Not that I did watch it with my parents, but I'm just saying, if any, like, young and impressionable, like, teenagers watching this, don't watch it with your parents. It's definitely something to watch alone. It's a little raunchy, if I'm being honest. Like, it's a little, yeah, it's definitely not parent watch worthy. Yeah, I did see that movie, and I was like, that was kind of cute. But then I saw The Office. Yeah, The Office. And I saw him as Robert California, and I was like, he's kind of cute. I don't even know how I psychologically got myself to like this man, but I did. I had a crush on Robert California for, like, a couple of months, too. I think it was, like, I think it overlapped with Alan Rickman a little bit, if I remember correctly. But I had a crush on Robert California from The Office, and I mean, it wasn't that long or whatever. I just remember, like, first off, that man has a nice voice, okay? That man's got, like, a really nice voice, okay? And I just thought to myself, I'm like, okay, I mean, yeah, he looks a little old, you know, he looks a little old and a little girly looking, but he's got a nice voice, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't really thinking anything of it, and obviously, like, the character Robert California was sort of, like, interesting in a way, but I think if Robert was real, he'd definitely be a menace. Like, a menace for sure. That's James Spader's Robert California. That was pretty, like, short. Again, like, it wasn't very memorable. Like, obviously, like, it was recent, as in, like, last year, but it's not something I, like, think of every day. I'm just like, wow, that's so cool. You know, like, there's some other crushes on here that I'm like, oh my god, why did I ever like them? Or, like, not why did I ever like them, but, like, oh my god. This creature. Like, this creature is literally, like, I liked them. Like, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's one of the more normal ones. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, old as shit, right? But still, like, at least he's human, you know what I mean? At least he's human, you know? Can't say the same for the rest of them. No, can't say the same for some of them. But, yeah, Bob California, you know, that was him. I'm gonna put him, I think it was E tier. Same tier as Terry Silver, I think, just because, again, he's a rich dude. There's not any characteristics that make him, like, crazy for me, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't go, like, if I had to choose between my other crushes, like, I don't think Bob California or Robert would be, like, the first on my list, you know what I mean? Like, for me, like, again, those monsters, like, I think they'd be forefront for sure. But yeah, so that's Robert California. So the next one we got is Jeremy Irons. Again, old as shit. I don't know why I keep liking these old ass men. I don't know. Again, I think if I remember correctly, he, like, did an interview, or no, I don't think it was an interview, but I think I remember, like, reading on his Wikipedia page or something that, like, he low-key defended Roman Polanski. And if that is true, that's gross. And again, I mean, it's Hollywood, though. A lot of them are gross, not gonna lie. So, but yeah, I obviously grew up with this man as Scar in The Lion King, and I didn't think of it at the time. But again, another man with another nice voice, and he's got that British accent too. That just makes it so good. You know what I mean? I did like Jeremy Irons for a little bit, and then it kind of stopped because, again, like, it wasn't necessarily problematic stuff. I just, like, didn't care to be, like, not that I didn't care about the problematic stuff, but I just, like, stopped liking him, basically. Like, I was just like, meh. Yeah, so I think I'll probably put him on a lower tier, just because, again, also he's got, like, he had that era where, like, at least in Lolita I saw, like, he had, like, a fucking blonde hair dye thing, and it was just like, again, I'm not into blonde men. Like, if they're gonna be blonde, they might as well be gray. Like, straight up. I specifically only like men with dark hair. Like, that's kind of my vibe. And Alan Rickman had that same kind of thing too, where he had that weird, like, fucking box dye blonde or whatever. I don't know what that was about, but yeah, don't do it again, because it doesn't look that great, to be honest. I don't know. I prefer them better, like, with dark hair. But yeah, so I think I'm probably gonna put him in E tier. Yeah, I'll probably put him in E tier, just because, again, like, it's not just the problematic stuff. I think it's also just because, again, in terms of some of my other crushes, he's not the first one I go for, you know, especially because he's old as shit now. Like, he's, like, really old. Like, I think if I remember correctly, he's almost 80. Wild. Absolutely insane. But again, I'm not saying I liked him now, but again, wild. But yeah, so that's that. Again, another hear me out. Victor Gideon from Resident Evil Requiem. I know you're looking at me like you've just seen a ghost. I know you're looking at me like, Emma, why? Why do you like Victor? And all I gotta say is, babes, you gotta come with me. Come to the light, okay? Listen, it gets better here, okay? Like, listen, to all you Leon lovers out there, no offense, but like, there's an 8 foot tall monster man literally right there. Like, why aren't y'all going for him, you know? And I get it, because Leon was literally crafted, like, literally a group of women in Capcom, like, literally came together and told the developers about all the attractive features they could find in a man and created Leon based on that. But, like, there's something about Victor that just got me attracted to him more than Leon. Like, Leon, I mean, he's cute, I guess, but again, like, I don't really see him in that way. Like, even though, like, Dilf Leon is pretty hot, and, like, I mean, at least it's better than Twink Leon, I'm not really into that. I'm sorry. When I saw Requiem, actually, I was watching a Tholium video. I don't know if y'all know, he's like a gaming YouTuber, he's fun. I was watching a Tholium video, and he hadn't posted for, like, a little bit. Like, I thought it was, like, you know, FNAF or something, or that was what it's gonna be, but I saw Resident Evil. And the thing is, I grew up with Resident Evil, obviously, right? So, like, I knew, like, I didn't know any of the lore or anything, but, like, I knew it existed. That's the main point you need to know. I knew it existed. So, obviously, I wanted to click on it because I was curious, and I kept watching it, and I saw Victor for the first time. I was like, hello, sir. Hi. Do you need anybody right now? Because, like, I'd be that somebody. Like, I could be that somebody. Like, he was very attractive to me. You know, he's obviously, like, tall. He's a monster. The only problem is his breath stinks. But again, he's got, like, a snake tongue. So I feel like it's worth it, you know, because, you know, what'd that tongue do, though? Like, he's tall. He's, like, an evil mad scientist, you know. Like, who doesn't love evil mad scientists? Like, hello, you're speaking my language, you know? No, there's no, and again, like, his creepy, like, gravely voice almost is very attractive, I think, as well. Like, something about the fact that it just makes your skin crawl, and it makes you so terrified, and it's like, ugh, like, he's so gross, and it's like, but he's, like, there. And he's also, fun fact, he's a nemesis. Not the nemesis, like, he's not, like, that ugly thing or whatever the fuck, but he's a literal nemesis. Like, he surgically implanted the nemesis parasite inside of him. So he's got a nemesis inside of him, essentially. And if you don't know what a nemesis is, it's a parasite. That's all you need to know. It's basically, like, it gives you, like, crazy powers and stuff like that if you're, like, bonded with it, and it basically, like, controls you from the inside out, essentially. But I guess some people can retain, like, certain aspects. Like, for Victor, it clearly made him more powerful, and it clearly, like, he's still able to talk, he's still able to, like, do things. But, like, for example, like, the OG nemesis, like, back in RE3, which again we'll talk about later, he, like, all he could say is, like, mumble and groan a few words. Like, he's like, stars, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't really talk a lot. But, like, Victor's crazy. Like, Victor, like, he can speak, he can make mathematical calculations, he can, you know, fight, okay? This man can fight, and he could choke people out. When I saw him choking out Grace, I'm not even into choking, but would I let him? As long as he's gentle. As long as he's gentle, you know what? As long as he's gentle, it can make time for anything, you know what I mean? Victor, he's probably gonna be, like, A tier for me, because, again, he's a monster. He's, like, a big, scary monster, and again, like, I love that, you know what I mean? I love that, and I love everything about him. Like, he's just so scary. He's just so terrifying. He's a villain in every aspect, and I honestly think his VA did a really good job, like, making sure he got that, because that was just awesome. But yeah, so, Victor is really cute. For me personally, Victor, A tier. This one's gonna be kind of short because it's kind of self-explanatory. I had a crush on Sam Elliott back in the day, like, Sam Elliott back in the day, like, not me back in the day, because I would have been unborn. I would have been, like, not even thought in my parents' brains when this happened. So I watched the movie Roadhouse, and I thought he was really cute in it. And unfortunately, he died in the movie, spoiler alert. There's just something about, like, his southern voice, and, like, again, nice voice, y'all. It's a nice voice, you know, that nice southern voice. You know, he's got that nice southern twang. Really, like, spoke to me, and also, like, his thick mustache. And again, it's that era of, like, the grizzly men that just really hits it home for me. It's, again, I didn't even really like him for that long, but I remember, like, growing up with him in, like, the Ford commercials and stuff like that, like, hearing his voice in the Ford commercials, like, Ford Ram F-150, you know, like, all that stuff. So, like, obviously, like, it's gonna be something. I think I'm probably gonna put him in A tier, just because, I mean, obviously, the mustache aesthetic is really something, you know what I mean? And again, I really do like hairy men, so it works. This next one, the final one. Listen, I know I'm late to the party, but I came. Carlos Oliveira. I can't even pronounce his last name. The Brazilian dude, or whatever he is, like an indigenous South American in Resident Evil 3. But not the OG Resident Evil, the remake. That beard and that fluffy hair, oh my god. It's just so attractive. And again, like, he's a hairy man, like, I know it. And he's got, like, this, like, chivalrous attitude despite Jill. You know, despite him wanting to basically hook up with Jill. Like he's literally trying to be, like, such a nice guy, I guess. I don't know. I mean, obviously, like, a lot of dudes, like, suck. So it's kind of hard to, like, say if Carlos is truly, like, that guy. But, like, I don't know. I feel like Carlos is pretty nice, considering, like, some of the men in the Resident Evil series, like, how they treat women and stuff like that. Him and Jill, man, I hope they're married. But I also kind of don't hope they're married, because, like, Carlos is so fine. Like, he really is. Like, I don't know, something about him that just really gets my gears going. Honestly, he's just really amazing, and I think I'm gonna put him in A tier, just because, again, like, he's so cool. He's just so, I don't know, there's something about him, dude. Like, there's something about that man that works, you know what I mean? Like, he just works. And I think it's also, like, again, that chivalry that really gets me, you know? Because, like, as a woman, I can't speak for other women, but for me personally, like, I love a chivalrous man. You know, I love a man who's really willing to, like, you know, save me. You know, like, knight in shining armor, you know? This is my kind of thing. I'm, like, you know, like, I'm a pretty little dainty princess in need of saving, you know? And some women don't follow that. Sometimes they want to, you know, girl boss and stuff like that. And to that I say, I'm all okay with that too. I think plenty of girl bosses should exist in this planet, okay? Not every girl needs to be saved, okay? But for me personally, I want to be saved. I want to be saved. Come save me, sir. Like, come save me from the evil nemesis, and, like, we can, you know, get down with it, you know? I actually am currently writing fanfiction about him right now. It hasn't been, like, going well because I've been getting, like, a little bit of writer's block. But yeah, that's Carlos. And so, this brings us to the end of the video, I guess. Well, not really, because we still have to show you the tier list. But this is, like, the end of, like, my face era, you know, before I show you the tier list and do, like, a little voiceover and stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give a like and subscribe. Obviously, if this video is boring as shit, you don't have to do anything. Leave down in the comments below what you guys think, you know, stuff like that. Personally, I was really happy and excited on making this video because it's something that I was really passionate about, because I'm not usually, like, this upbeat in front of the camera. I really appreciate you guys, and all the support that you guys give means a lot. If you do like this video, give a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.